also choreographed their own dances, which will be announced during their dance segments. The theme of our show, as you know, is the power of gratitude. Our student teacher assistants have created their own dances, their own speeches, and their own art to express the theme of the show for you today. You can view this show schedule on our Facebook page at AMNADance for more details. We hope that would be the only time you'll be looking at your phones, though. As these wonderful humans have worked incredibly hard on their dances, they deserve your applause, your cheers, and more importantly, your undivided attention. And now I'd like to welcome on stage your host for today. He is an incredible speaker and author, but more importantly, he's also a phenomenal father and husband. Please welcome Dean Bukhari!
What's up, guys? You ready to do this? That's what I like to hear. Can you give me a little bit, can you make it a little bit louder for me? Are you ready to do this?
Yeah, now we're talking. All right, guys, so again, my name's Dean. I am here helping my wonderful wife, AMNA, today as your host. And I'm just going to introduce the theme of the show, which is the power of gratitude. And as I was thinking about, how to introduce the theme, I thought, I could talk about gratitude, but everybody knows what gratitude is. So I thought maybe I would show you how it feels. And I want to do that by sharing an exercise that I learned from a childhood hero of mine named Mr. Rogers, Fred Rogers. Who knows who that is? Yeah? You got it. Come on. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So he shared a really wonderful exercise about gratitude once that really stuck with me. And it's basically, it starts by thinking about the fact that every single person in this room right now, every single one of us, has at least one person in their lives that may still be with us, may no longer be with us, that has helped us become the person that we are today. Maybe a parent, a mother, a father, a teacher, a mentor, a coworker, someone who's guided us along throughout our journey in life, someone who's mentored us, someone who's helped us. And I'd like to, if we can, just take 10 seconds to appreciate those people who have helped shape who we are today. If we could all just close our eyes. I know it's dark, but I can see everybody. Close your eyes. And just think about that person and send them some appreciation. I'll keep the time. I'll count down. Just 10 seconds to genuinely appreciate that person in your own mind, silently, beginning now. You can open up your eyes, and if you really did this exercise, with me, then you know what gratitude feels like. It's that feeling in your heart. That's where it comes from. Not from the head, but from the heart. And these days, in this pace of life that we live in today, in this fast-paced culture, we're constantly moving around. There's do this and then do that. Go get this person, go get that person. You got to do this for work, you got to do that. You got to go here, you got to go there. It can stress us out. It can make us feel anxious, nervous, overwhelmed. And a quick tip that I'd suggest or share with you is that anytime you feel those nerves popping up, that anxiety, that stress, stop. Think of 3 things you're grateful for. Maybe it's one of the people that you thought about just now in this exercise. Maybe it's something as little as, having a glass of clean water to drink. having eyes to watch this show, having ears to hear the music. If you really pause for a moment, you can find genuine appreciation in that. And I say that because, gratitude, you may have heard the saying that gratitude is an attitude, but it's not. Gratitude is not an attitude, it's a habit. It's a habit that we must cultivate day after day after day. For example, you might have some stuff that you need to get to that is stressing you out. After this recital, you got to do something. And maybe it's on your mind. And I want to challenge you to be present for this whole thing. For whomever you're here to see, be present. Be here now. Because not only will you feel great afterwards, but the performer that you're here to see will feel grateful. So thank you. I hope you enjoy the show. And please give a huge round of applause for the first act.
Many women are constantly sacrificing things for others, and in doing that, they sometimes forget to take care of themselves.
It is important to show gratitude to those in your life, but many people forget to show it to themselves. Recognizing your own worth and the power your actions hold is crucial. Self-respect and confidence are key in showing gratitude towards yourself. Be grateful for everything you have accomplished and built. Take the time to appreciate you.
This is something for all the women in the audience who need a little self-love. You're a boss.
I turn nothing into something, I work hard and I play. I be chillin', but the business call me boss lady. I'm saying things I've never said, doing things I've never done. Oh my gosh, wanna see you, I should run. But I'm frozen in motion, and my heart tells me to stop. Tells me to stop feeling feelings I feel about us. Try to fight it, but it's never enough. My heart is hurting, it's more than a crush. 'Cause I'm frozen in motion, and my head tells me to stop. But my heart goes. Cielo y tierra y no te encontré. Y llegas hoy tan de repente. Hubiera sentido toda mi vida con tu querer.
ना मैं समझा ना मैं जाना जो भी तुमने मुझसे कहा है सेन्योरिटा, मगर फिर भी न जाने क्यों मुझे सुन के अच्छा लगा है सेन्योरिटा.
No desvíes la mirada, quédate cerca de mí.
मुझको बाहों में तुम घेरो समझीना सेन्योरिटा. चाहत के दो पल भी मिल पाए दुनिया में ये भी कम है क्या. पल को तो आओ खो जाए उन्हें हम होता हम है क्या. सेन्योरिटा सुनो सुनो सेन्योरिटा कहते हैं हम क्या.
Shouted in my sleep, and you passed right by. I was in the alley, surrounded on all sides. A knife cuts both ways if the shoe fits. Walking it till your high heels break. And I fell from the pedestal right down the rabbit hole. Long story short, it was a bad time. Pushed from the precipice, clung to the nearest lips. Long story short, it was the wrong guy. Now I'm all about you. I'm all about you, right? Yeah, yeah. I'm all about you, right? Yeah, yeah. Actually, I always felt I must look better in the rear view. Missing me at the golden gates they once held the keys to. When I dropped my sword. Don't need a king, I got my crown. Don't need a hero to lift me
I'm in mountains, I'm in churches, and I glow cause I know what my worth is. I don't ask how hard the work is. Got a rough and destructible surface. Diamonds and platinum, I find I'm platinum. I take what I'm handed, I break what's demanded. But under the surface, I feel berserk as a tightrope walker in a three-ring circus. Under the surface, was Hercules ever like, yo, I don't wanna fight Cerberus? Under the surface, I'm pretty sure I'm worthless if I can be of service. I'll throw or crack, destroy the stack. That breaks the devil's back, what breaks the devil's back? It crushes like the dip, and it won't let go. Whoa. Pressure like a tick, till it's ready to blow. Whoa. Give it to your sister's stronger. See if she can hang on a little longer. Who am I if I can't carry it all? If I falter.
You're like, go on, baby. Now you wanna spoil me? Did you want a trophy or you wanna spoil me, baby? Oh, you cause you wanna respect and she putting some war, baby. Well, I had to bring a fist out, had to put a wall up, but don't trust phones, baby. Yeah, you gotta need me some more, baby. Cause you got your candy on your arm. No need to touch your record. I lie and say what you want. I need it, I'm real gonna fight. G, can you promise me you'll bring it all tonight? Cause I need you to be right. Tell me everything that's on your mind. Come on. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Tell me what's your name.
the umbrella. Wanna go to the snake, but anyway, we don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
Have been choreographed by the students Akanksha, Verika, Serena, Anisha, Nandini, Arushi, Maya, Ishani, and Janvi.
Black leather glove, no sequin. Buckles on the jacket, it's elite. Nike crossbody got a piece and got a dance, but it's really on some street. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Hey, can't let this one slide. Hey. 2C slide, then I hit it double time, then I hit a spin, cause we spun that block a couple times. If it's not the right time, it'll always be another time. I'm not even tripping when you see them in the summertime, oh yeah. Can't describe the pressure I be putting on myself, yeah. Really, I just can't afford to lose nobody else, yeah. If they moving shaky, we just do it themselves, if I'm moving shaky, Chelsea do it themselves, yeah. Solo, don't need YOLO for real. Heard a lot about you, but we don't know for real. Next time, guarantee the truth will get revealed. Black leather glove, no sequins. Yeah, buckles on the jacket, it's elite. Nike crossbody got a piece and got a dance, but it's really on some street. I'ma show you how. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Hey, can't let this one slide. Hey.
Chupala
Tu juego me sube y me baja como te conviene. A mí se me nota que quiero lo mismo que quieres. Yeah, you looking so good, looking at me. Baby, that good girl thing, look it on me. Cerquita donde pueda oírte y hacer que te quedes. Yeah. Oh my God, I give my best, you deserve it. Oh my God, 'cause you got me counting away. She want that, I give that. She come back, me necesita. She want that, I give that. She come back, me necesita. She want that, I give that. She come back, me necesita. She want that, I give that. She come back, me necesita.
असर तेरा ये जरूर है, तेरी नजर का कसूर है। पास में तू क्यों दूर है, ये इश्क का जो फितूर है, नशे में दिल तेरे चूर है। अब तो होश ना खबर है, ये कैसा असर है, होश ना खबर है, ये कैसा असर है, तुमसे मिलने के बाद दिल भर, तुमसे मिलने के बाद दिल भर।
तुझे याद कर लिया है, तुझे याद कर लिया है, आयत की तरह कायम तू हो गई है, कायम तू हो गई है, रिवायत की तरह तुझे याद कर लिया है। मरने तलक रहेगी, मरने तलक रहेगी, तू आदत की तरह तुझे याद कर लिया है, ओ तुझे याद कर लिया है, आयत की तरह। ये तेरी और मेरी
न सके कोई मुझे छूले तो हाय लग जाए अगन छूले तो हाय लग जाए अगन जा जा रे जा जारी पवन सन सन नन सन सन नन जा जारी 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 पवन सजना तेरे लिए सजना ये चूड़ी कंगना बस तेरे लिए पाई है हाँ संग तेरे है जीना मरना कसम मैंने खाई है सजना तेरे लिए सजना ये चूड़ी कंगना बस तेरे लिए पाई है हाँ संग तेरे है जीना मरना कसम मैंने खाई है
वो जिसके लिए मैं जग सारा छोड़ सकता हूँ सेकंड ना लगे तू है वो जिसे देख देख जरा सा भी ना मैं थकता हूँ नजर ना लगे
अज लगदी आ मैं तो मिस इंडिया कर टिम टिम तारों वाली बिंदिया मैं तो नॉन स्टॉप तकदे ने सारे ओवे माहिया तेरे हाथ में है जो मेहंदी
सारी फेक लगे, देख के तुझको ब्रेक लगे, दूर दूर से ठीक है रानी, पास आऊं तो सेक लगे।
पारा इतना हाई हुआ कि थर्मामीटर टूट गया, सैया जी का टपक टपक के हाय पसीना छूट गया।
कैसी गुंडागर्दी है, बंदी तू बेदर्दी है, सर्दी में भी कर दी है। दिसंबर में कर दिसंबर, तू लंबरगिनी मैं हूँ हमर, वैसे भी कोई जल्दी नहीं मुझको बचपन से ही मैं लेट। सारी गलियां में नाल तेरे तुर चले मैं, ले चलूं मुझको दुनिया से तू दूर। चोरी चोरी जद तेनू तकिया मैं, खुद को संभाल न सकिया मैं, चल गया सजना तेरा ये फितूर। लंघ जानी रे मर जानी रा, कहनी जो थी कह दे वो जानी रे जानी रा, कहनी जो थी कह दे वो एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा, एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा, एक लड़की को देखा तो ऐसा लगा।
Today I want to take a moment to show gratitude to the people that gave me the gift of life, the people who support me day in and day out.
The people who love me unconditionally regardless of my flaws, the people that have inspired the person I am today.
We are forever thankful to you, Mom and Dad.
आशियाना मेरा साथ तेरे है ना, ढूंढते तेरी गली मुझको घर मिला। आबोदाना मेरा हाथ तेरे है ना, ढूंढते तेरा खुदा मुझको रब मिला। तू जो मिला लो हो गया मैं काबिल, मेरी दुनिया मेरी दुनिया मेरी दुनिया तू ही रे मेरी खुशियाँ मेरी खुशियाँ मेरी खुशियाँ तू ही रे मेरी दुनिया मेरी दुनिया मेरी दुनिया तू ही रे मेरी खुशियाँ मेरी खुशियाँ मेरी खुशियाँ तू ही रे रात दिन तेरे लिए सजदे करूं दुआएं मांगू रे मैं यहाँ अपने लिए रब से तेरी बनाए मांगू रे
Hello, everyone. I'm back. How are you guys enjoying the show? So this dance was one of our TA dances, and if you see the show schedule, these ladies have created that dance. They created those words. They created that speech. That's all theirs. Isn't that pretty incredible? Right? So I'm going to speak to you a little bit about gratitude. I was supposed to dance today, but I hurt my back a couple weeks ago, so I'm going to express gratitude through words instead of dance. And just so you know, dancing is my thing. Speaking is my husband's thing, so. So I wanted to talk about being grateful during challenging times. So people say be grateful, but when things are hard, it's kind of really hard to find gratitude. Think about it. We're all going through certain challenging times. I'm sure there's somebody you're having an argument with, or or something that just challenged you in work or school or in your personal life, either right now or yesterday or last week. When you experience that thing, it's so hard to be grateful for that, right? Like, what do you think about? What are some thoughts that go through your head? For me, it's, how could they? Or, I was right and they were wrong. And I start arguing with what is. I start kind of resisting the reality of the situation. Can you guys relate to that? Yeah? I'm not alone, am I? Okay, thank you. So here's what I learned. Those emotions are important, right? We need to feel fear, anger, resentment, whatever it is, because a lot of times these hard feelings impact change, right? We change something. But some of us, including myself, we spiral and we stay in that loop and we don't know how to get out of it. And that is where gratitude cannot enter. Right? So we need to eventually come to a place of acceptance. This is reality. This is it. This is what it is. And that's when all of a sudden, when I challenge myself to get there, I feel something within me open up, and I can find things to be grateful for all of a sudden. I want to share with you a story really quickly that kind of sums this up. About a month ago, we had a mother duck nest in our backyard, and she had 12 ducklings, and it was incredible. They were in our backyard walking around, swimming, etc. And one day we woke up and a few of them were gone, and it was a raccoon that came to visit us the night before. I know. And we were very sad, and I said some prayers. My 6-year-old daughter, Nora, she was crying. And we called animal control. They escorted Mother Duck and her remaining ducklings out of our house so that they're safe and they're not there when the raccoon returns the next day. And the person who came up from animal control saw that my daughter was crying, and he spoke to her and said, you know, Mother Duck knows what she's doing, and nature has a plan. And the mother duck gets so many ducklings because on average only 2 survive. But they make it, and they grow up, and they get older. And so throughout the weeks, I saw my daughter processing this, and she had the grief, she was sad, she even had some nightmares. But when she talked about it to other people, she would share with them this fact every time. She's like, but you know that Mother Duck has a plan, and there will be 2 ducks who survive on average. So she was like embracing and accepting this reality. 2 weeks ago, we see another completely different mother duck walking around with 14 ducklings, and we're like, oh, this is amazing in our neighborhood. It's like the duckling neighborhood, I don't know. And literally yesterday, I'm not joking, literally yesterday, I'm outside in the morning, and I see that mother duck, and instead of 14 ducklings, there's only 2 ducklings with her now. No, sorry, 3 ducklings with her now, not 2, 3. And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, oh, man, those 11 ducklings, why did that happen? I feel so sad. What must this mother duck be feeling? This is how I think, guys. I'm just like this. And immediately Nora runs outside, and she's like, Mommy, this is amazing. There's 3 ducklings. That's 1 more than 2. What was different there? What happened? Do you see what she did, what I couldn't do? And this is, I think this comes to children so naturally. Grown-ups, we mess things up by thinking too much. But it comes to them so naturally. She accepted the reality. She said, there's going to be 2. And she got so excited that the odds were actually for this mother duckling, because there weren't 2, there were 3. And she saw that while I saw the 11 that were not there. So this is when I realized that so much of how we see the world and our life and our days is constrained by the way we think. And so much of our thinking is spent resisting what is. And when we can start to accept reality for what it is, the way most kids can so naturally, that is when we can create space to perceive the world through the eyes of gratitude. Our hearts become open, our eyes are able to see things we're grateful for. And finding gratitude is actually very challenging in a challenging moment. That's the hardest work I've ever done. But it's also been one of the most transformative things I have ever done. I now know that I have absolutely nothing to do with what is happening. I know that it has absolutely nothing to do with what is happening to you, but it has everything to do with how we choose to perceive it. That's it for me. Thank you.
Some people long for a life that is simple and planned, tied with a ribbon. Some people won't sail the sea 'cause they're safer on land. To follow what's written, but I'd follow you to the great unknown, off to a world we call our own. Hand in my hand and we promise to never let go. We're walking a tightrope, high in the sky we can see the whole world down below. We're walking a tightrope, never sure, never know how far we could fall. But it's all an adventure that comes with a breathtaking view. Walking a tightrope with you. Ooh, 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 ooh. With you. Ooh, 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 with you. Mountains and valleys and all that will come in between. Desert and ocean, you pull me in, and together we're lost in a dream. Always in motion, so I'd risk it all just to be with you. Hand in my hand and you promised to never let go. We're walking a tightrope, high in the sky we can see the whole world down below. We're walking a tightrope. Well, it's all an adventure that comes with a breathtaking view. Walking a tightrope. Ooh, 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 with you.
All right. Did you guys enjoy the show so far? Yeah. So we've got one final performance left, and we will be wrapping up the show. But before we do, just a couple of quick notes and some shout-outs. First off, if you plan on signing up for summer classes at a discounted rate, today is the last day to do so. You can do it right at the front table that you walked by when you walked into the theater, or you can just log on to AMNADance.com and sign up for summer classes. And shout-outs. All right, first and foremost, let's give a huge round of applause to the entire AMNADance team. Special shout-outs to Minnie, Pooja Creations, Arushi Choksi, Koi, and all the awesome volunteers. Thank you all. Thank you all. And then, of course, a huge thank you to our wonderful instructors, Amna, Pinky, and Rocky. Thank you all. Of course, the Curtis Theater team back there doing the lights and the sound. Shout out to you guys. And finally, hey, we can't have a show about gratitude without showing our gratitude to you, the audience. Thank you all for all of your hard work, for the parents, the families, anybody who helped the performers out here today. You know, it couldn't have been done without you. We couldn't have done this without your hard work as well. So thank you all. We're grateful for each of you and all the hard work that you put in to helping make this happen. Because look, it's been 3 years since the last recital. You know, the pandemic really shifted things around. So we had to really kind of rally and get it together in order to make this happen. So we couldn't have done it without your help as well. So thank you all. Thank you all. And if you picked up anything, by the way, about gratitude from this recital, we tried to thread it apart, make it the theme of this recital today. If there's one thing that you could take away from this, it would be that in times where you get angry, frustrated, stressed out, anxious, nervous, those feelings that we all feel from time to time, keep in mind that if you do practice gratitude, if you do think of a thing or two that you're thankful for, you can carry those feelings with you wherever you go, back home, at work, in traffic, at the grocery store, wherever. If you get angry, you get stressed out, all you got to do is think of a thing or two that you're grateful for, genuinely grateful for, and the stress, the anxiety goes away, at least temporarily. And that's how you can make it a habit. So thank you all very much. We've got one last performance to go before we close out the show, so please give them one big, giant round of applause.
खुशी ने हमारे
Get to know you better. Kinda hope we're here forever. There's nobody on these streets. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops.